Yeah, I'm pretty sure I want to start streaming.
Don't watch it now because you'll be cry laughing.
I will watch it after the show.
It's worth the 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
Yeah,
That's
6 minutes in the show. That's free.
that's some content. That is some content right there.
On your show.
Okay.
Are we live yet?
I don't know. Are we live, chat? I almost said, are we live, Travis? I am Travis. Okay. No, I think we're live. We're live. Yeah.
I got the notification.
Oh, B-Rad B Vaping says yes. Sup, y'all? Okay, so what's going on, everybody? All right.
I'm here.
Juan Castillo. Juan, I got your coils. What up? Don't worry, I'm going to show them. All right, so hello, everybody. Welcome back to OverDose Vapes. This is Obese Mode, episode 53. And, okay, I got your coil, Yeti. No, I don't have it yet.
Nope.
We'll have it by the time it's ready to go, though. By the time we're showing coils, there will be a Yeti coil to show. All right, so yeah, welcome back. This is the last episode of the year. We will not be doing live shows for Christmas weekend or New Year's weekend because we all obviously have regular lives.
That's awesome.
We all have drinking problems and family problems, so that's the only reason.
I have family problems that cause me to drink to where it's a problem. No, I will be drinking one of those weekends. I normally don't drink, but if I have to deal with family, I will be fucked up.
I got Melvin tonight.
Nice. Does it taste like bad underwear up the butt?
Oh, actually tastes really good.
Okay, good.
Crispin.
Where's that little bit of apple fucking hard cider?
Pear.
Ooh, that sounds good, actually.
Pear apple. Purple.
Apple pie moonshine.
Okay, so tonight.
Apple pen.
Tonight there will be this is going to be a 1 hour show. We've been trying to keep it at the 1 hour mark, shorten them up, short and sweet's hard to beat. That's what I fucking think, at least.
But if we go over, it's no big deal.
It's no big deal. It's no big deal. So Billy Vapes Hard's in the house. He was first in the chat. Gizzard Stew, Panda Vapes. Panda's not on the show tonight. She's just in the chat. So you probably see her. There she is right there. There she goes. See her. Yep. See, Panda sighting in the wild. So Crates, Mad Dog Vapes. Who else we got? Kev Dub.
Juan Castillo.
See, some people call him Kev W, but like we're such good friends, I just call him Kev Dub. What's up, Kev Dub?
Hey, Dub.
K-Dub. Ooh, I'm not that close with him. I guess you're a little closer.
I'm a little closer with K-Dub.
K-Dub's, I hope to get there at some point. Who else we got? Trent Jackson, B-Rad B Vaping, V-Dog 55, Zach Johnson, Juan Castillo for the second time. Daytime Frank's Reviews. That's an interesting name. Hello, Daytime Frank's Reviews. Can I just call you Frank? I'm hoping
so. What's up, Frank?
What's up, Frank?
The uncle's here.
The uncle is here. French Crazy Vapor. I'm just going to call him Crazy. KBM Productions. I'm just going to call him Productions. That white guy, I'm just going to call him Guy.
TWB.
TWG. There we go.
Crates.
He's so crates.
Mindy Misfit.
We got other people too.
Yeah.
Mindy, Marie, Monfie. Mindy, Marie, Monfie. We got a lot of French people in the house tonight, apparently. Overdose Vapes, big in France. Don't know if you guys know that yet. Big in France.
We're big in France.
Because they can't understand us, and so that's
why they like us.
Look at all these stupid fat American.
Why'd you have to bring my weight into it? That's fucked up. I have the scarf on to try to slim me up a little bit here. Drawing attention to this area instead of this area. Mr. Miles, what's going on, Miles? Notice me, senpai. You're noticed. You're noticed. Import Man 707, sub suckers to you, right back at you. Paul, you got shouted out on some of the popular channels, bruh.
Did I?
Apparently.
Bruh.
Really?
You want to know? You want to know why? Because Paul's been fucking sucking all that YouTube dick lately. He's been sucking on them YouTube dicks.
Well, the other things I've been sucking on my vape and my beer.
Oh, Paul.
Feel sorry for whoever's barefooted in here.
When I worked at the when I used to work as a jizz mopper at the porno theater, that's what I used to say all the time too.
What's that? God damn it, Hash.
Oh, I feel bad. Yeah, that too. But I feel bad for us to walk barefoot in here. Okay.
Cleaning up in there. God damn it, Hash.
You know, it's funny because we were talking about porno theaters and like how a lot of druggies will go there and just hang out to, you know, do drugs and stuff. And that there are actually people who fucking, that's their job. They clean up jizz at the fucking porno fucking booths.
Right.
That's a fucked up job.
Fuck
And it's probably a minimum wage job.
Fuck that.
Jizz
I would
wrangler.
do that. I would do that in a heartbeat for about 90 grand a year.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're getting paid maybe fucking 12 grand a year, dude. If you're lucky.
90 grand a year, I'm in. Jizz cleaner. Less than that, fuck that.
Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, we won last week. We had some of Juan's spoils, I think. We were trying to figure out what the fucking RDA was, and we had a hell of a time on there. So yeah, ODV, we shouted out old Paul Hessian. I guess we're one of the big channels now. We hit 3,000 subscribers. We didn't talk about that last time. We hit 3,000 subscribers. We're officially big time. We're officially one of them big ones. King Henry had Royal Cum Cleaners. That's a little different, I think. They probably made more money, or no money. I mean, either way.
They were probably slaves.
If I'm cleaning cum, I either want to make a lot of money or no money. You see what I'm saying? Like if you're like cleaning up cum from an African warlord, you know where you stand. It's like I don't have a choice. You know, it's this or death. But if I'm making like $17 an hour, no, I don't think so.
I don't know if that makes it better or not.
Yeah. I don't think cleaning cum's ever going to be good.
What if you had like a hot seat? You could just like steam it into the corner.
You'd think it would just be like all tile, and they would just go in there with one of them fucking pressure washers.
Yeah, exactly.
With like a drain in the middle.
Oh, drain would be good.
A drain would be good.
Unless you were the drain cleaner.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Then we got another fucked up thing because the drain cleaner comes in. Now he's got an even worse job.
That's right.
And pretty soon there'd be babies crawling out of there and shit. Oh, you have to be stomping them down the drain. Like you are a curse on me, baby.
So Merry Christmas, everyone.
$8 an hour to clean cum, not enough. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Welcome to the OverDose Vapes, where we talk about jizz mopping. Pretty exclusively. That's pretty much all we do. No, but what we're gonna do.
I think you're not suitable for some.
You know what? Here, I've had some really, let's go there. Let's go there with it, because I've had some really sad comments before, where people will comment on my videos and they'll say, "I love your videos, but my wife came in and heard you say fuck, and now I'm not allowed to watch this video anymore." And like part of me is like, wow, that sucks. But then another part of me is like, wait a second, your fucking wife told you can't watch because we said fuck? Get the fuck out of my channel.
It sounds like you need to talk to your wife.
And so basically that's what I said. I'm like, this is how I typed. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, pussy. And he's like, my grandkids were in the room, and I'm like, fuck your grandkids.
God damn.
So on that note, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Happy motherfucking New Year's, except for that guy.
That's
No, I
awesome.
say it's an adult vape show.
That's what I always say that. I do cuss a lot, and I've tried to tone it down, but the more I try to tone it down, I just end up saying fuck way more. And so if I just don't think about it, I don't say fuck as much. But anyways, that's always my defense is that, hey, this is vaping. This isn't, I'm not putting together Legos, you know. It's an 18 and over, or depending on where you live, 21 and over thing. And if you can't handle...
You know, Bill Cosby never said fuck. And look at what happened to him.
Yeah, I don't trust people who don't say fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Because they're hiding something.
that's right. What the fuck?
What the fuck? Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, seriously, I show up on a show and within the first 5 minutes it's demonetized with my fucking mouth.
Hey, you know what? This demonetized thing is a fucking blessing to me because they don't actually demonetize you. What they say is this is not suitable for all advertisers. There's a yellow thing on it. But you know what they do? They play adult advertisements on your videos, and those advertisers pay more per click.
Yeah, like hashtag lube life before one of your shows.
Yes. Lube, condoms. We get lots of rehab ads. I don't watch because I have ad blocker. Viagra. There's lots of shit like that that gets played before my videos. And I tell you what, those people pay. My ad revenue for fucking YouTube has gone up probably by double compared to before this adpocalypse thing. So, hey, I'm happy. Fuck it. It's just the ones that say like red, like, no, we will not show any ads. Fuck. Those are the ones that are bad.
Fuck.
But anyways, you know what? Also, yeah, fuck off. If anybody does not want to see ads, there's a little thing called ad blocker. I use it. I use it on my own channel. So go ahead and use ad blocker. I'm not gonna hate on you. Hashtag lube life. Vape Nation, y'all. Anyways. So what's everybody been doing? What's going on?
Well, I had family Christmas yesterday.
What the fuck? It's not Christmas yet.
Yeah. And what did I
Was
get?
for him.
What'd you get?
I got a Nerf gun.
Ow.
So watch out.
Fuck.
That's about it.
That's all you got was a Nerf gun?
Yep, that's it.
That's enough, isn't it?
I thought it was enough.
You simmer down, Yeti. You were late. You're on punishment for 5 more minutes. Has been drinking, LOL.
Yeah.
Chat's got you. Chat's got your fucking number.
Actually,
Oh yeah.
what's that's the second person. I just got a message in a private message and said there's Travis been drinking tonight.
Have I been drinking?
Mhm.
No. I have not been drinking. Hesh has been drinking, but not me, no. I drink Rockstar, so I get a little fucking...
He's just normal, average, everyday hyper.
I'm hyper and I'm a goof. Whoa, Nate 38's been calling Hesh out. What's up, Hesh, you son bitch?
What up, Nate? You fucking fuck.
You fucking fuck? Okay, all right. So everybody settle down.
Make me have to separate you guys.
Yeah, no, yeah. I've been drinking, but for good reason. Again, lost another person close to me this week. So
God
it
damn
sucks
it.
around the
knock
holidays.
it off, Hatch.
4 people within 65 days of each other, starting with my father. So it's been rough. But I'm not sitting here getting shit-faced every night. I'm having a couple beers to calm the nerves and relax a little bit.
You get ready for the wake. That's when the real drinking starts.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The wake was just Friday.
Oh, so
Burial was yesterday, and then
Irish wakes are like, yummy.
yeah.
I mean, it makes death a little bit more bearable because you fucking get fucked up.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the wake happened during the hours that I was working, and I walked in during my last hour of work. I swung in before anybody got there, and had a good, nice chat with my buddy whose mom passed. And, you know, we caught up on a lot of things because I hadn't really talked to him over the last year or so because life, you know, took us 2 separate paths. But it was the old singer from my old hardcore band. So for 3 solid years, we were gigging out every weekend and practicing twice a week. So, you know, he's definitely a fucking brother to me. And his mom always had a huge smile, open door, food for anybody that walked into her house. You know, I caught her one day walking in 104-degree weather with the grocery bags in both arms. I'm just like, the fuck are you doing? Get in my car. drove her the 2 miles home, you know. So
this was a good one.
it was definitely a loss. A hard hit to take quite literally 2 weeks before Christmas. And
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit.
but again, you know, we never know when our time is going to be. So stay humble and stay true to yourself.
Just appreciate the people that you got in your life. I mean,
Exactly.
For sure.
I mean, we honestly don't know from day to day what the fuck is going to happen. And so
Right.
you just, I think people really, it's easy to fucking take people for granted. And that's all I'm saying is just don't take people for granted. Just, you can't. I got a 92-year-old grandmother, you know, and for whatever reason, the universe has been really good to her and good to us for keeping her around in our lives. But she just got pneumonia. I don't go see her a lot, unfortunately, just because of life, you know what I mean? But she got pneumonia, and at that age, pneumonia is something you don't take that shit lightly. And so as soon as I heard that, it's like me and Panda went and seen her. We just spent a little bit more time with her. You just got to take the time. Even when you don't have the time, sometimes you got to make the time for people, especially around the holidays.
Yep.
You know, if anything, all of us, you know, that's something you can take away from the loss that has experienced over the last couple months. You know, take some time this holiday season and go spend some time with people you haven't seen in a while.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be family. It could be good friends, you know.
Well, that you know, that's my whole plan. I plan on, you know, spending some more time with that group of friends that I haven't seen in the last 5 years or so. You know, since the birth of my son, I've you know, my wife had complications during childbirth, so she had to take a year off from work. So I had to take care of her, the kid, and provide. You know, and then it's just been a straight run ever since of providing and sacrificing, you know, social life to make sure that my family's good. And so now that my son's a little older, we have a little bit more time. I plan on reconnecting with a lot of people that made a huge impact on my life. So.
Straight up. It's really hard when you got the babies. When you got babies and shit, it's just hard to find time, man. But you know what? We got to make time. That's all it is, too. Okay, what's up, Rochelle? What's happening? Good to see you here. Cam Stewart. Cam Sturt. Good to see you here. Rosa Pooney, my girl Rosa. What's happening? Hello. Nice to see you. TC Vapes. What's going on, everybody? Okay, so I want to do a few things tonight. I want to talk about, since the last show of the year, I'd love to talk about some of our favorite things that we vaped this year, some favorite liquids, maybe, you know, some mods that are exciting, some RDAs or atomizers in general that we should, you know, people should, if they haven't had a chance to check them out yet, maybe they should check them out. Maybe some things that were overblown this year. I got a couple things that I think were hyped all to hell that I'm not super crazy about. Things we're looking forward to next year. I'm looking forward to a lot of shit. Shit that I'm hoping to fucking get from next year. We'll see. I'm looking for a goddamn dual 2700 parallel fucking mech box from next year without a fucking squonk in it. That's what I want. I'll just say that right now.
You want parallel?
Parallel, not series.
Not series. Okay.
Well, that would be parallel.
Well, there's plenty of
No, my buddies over at Gas Mask Mods have 2700 series mod right now.
Everybody's rocking series, and I get it because that's super popular. But
me and Giz were looking at them before, and they're PWM boxes at 2700 series. So it's not technically a series because you can still dial it down to a parallel voltage, but you're not going to get the benefits of a parallel.
yeah, that's the thing. I had a fucking a really nice series box mod dual. And it wasn't 2700. This was before 2700 hit, but it had the fucking the potentiometer on it. But you don't like you said, you don't really get the benefits of the parallel, which is like the having of the amp load and doubling the battery life and all that shit. That's what I want. I want double battery life. I want fucking the amp limit to be fucking halved, so I can do builds like 0.03 builds. And get rowdy with it and not fucking worried.
So basically, you want another snowman.
I want a fucking, I want a snowman or a fucking Dimitri, something like that. Man, that snowman, I forgot all about that. That was,
you should get it. Find one, $20.
Fuck, if I could find one, I would buy 5 of them. Honestly, I really would. I fucking love that shit. Okay, so anyways, what's everybody been vaping this week? Let's start with vaping with Nikki B. What you been vaping?
Founder, lemon ecstasy, not adore juice, not adore liquid. But vaping on, I got the Fit Cloud, I got a Pulse, and I'm actually liking that I put a new build in. I didn't like the first build I put it in. I mean, if you don't like the build that you put in something the first time, try to put another build in, because sometimes every single build doesn't work for the and my Romomizer Plus, which I still love, and the Titan too, but I just use that to piss people off because they shouldn't be that big. They just look so wrong.
I'm saying, Panda's saying that your voice is really low.
Yeah, real quiet.
Rearranged my room and stuff just recently, and I don't know if my mic's adjusted. Let me check in here.
Yeah, KBN said so too.
Okay, hold on.
Jack it up, girl.
Okay, I'll jack
Get up. How's
You know-
my mic? Check. Mic check.
Oh, you're good.
Got a little bit
You're
better.
good. You're good. You're good.
Is that good?
Oh,
Better.
there you go.
Better, yeah.
Need more?
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're good.
Okay. Better?
Well, that's perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
But what I was saying is I've been vaping a lot of Dory liquid, Sinful Aperol. These are all concentrates that I basically mixed up. I actually increased my nicotine for the holiday season.
Smart move.
A lot of stress, a lot of stuff going on. Still loving the Romomizers, plus the Titan, even the older ones. The Steam Crave line was just really awesome. They have always been awesome. So I know not to a lot, but to me at least, they've been good.
All that matters is what works for you, girl.
Oh yeah. Because there's some that I don't like and a lot of people love.
Exactly. Which we're gonna get into when I start talking shit about the fucking dead rabbit and fucking Hesh fucking gets mad at me. There's somebody in chat when I said things that were over fucking hype. TC Vapes is all dead rabbit. Cough cough.
Hey, leave my rabbit alone.
See, people fucking get crazy about that rabbit,
no, actually,
dude.
you know what? I like it because of the build deck and that, with beginning squonking,
Mm-hmm.
I'm over leaking. Like I put the Fit Cloud on there and I am like so over juicing it.
Paul straight left because I talked shit about dead rabbit.
No,
I tell you what, if you like the build deck and you want it for squonking, check out the Pulse 24 or the Drop.
I've heard the Drop is a little bit overhyped.
I don't know, man. It's fucking pretty goddamn good.
See, and that's the thing. See, people are saying I'm hearing two different sides of the spectrum.
Hey, I went all in on the fucking rabbit, and we have 3 of them here, and I still use them occasionally because the build deck is so great. But it's the airflow is just I don't know.
You know what? Maybe it's just because I was one of my first four the was it 4 holes? I don't even know what you want to call those. T-post. Decks was a support. Same airflow.
Same airflow.
And I think when you get so used to that type of airflow that a lot of people aren't used to that airflow, I thought the support was like flavor for days. But that's also because it had a shorter cap, shorter barrel. And also it came in at the exact type. It was a little higher up. It was like up in the top cap. So it actually
I actually like the support. So, somebody said something here. Where it is? One said, I remember a stream when Travis said nothing but good things about the dead rabbit. That's the thing. The dead rabbit's awfulness creeps up on you. It's a creeper. At first, you're like, oh, no, this is the shit. And then pretty soon, what happened is we used it a lot. Me and Panda both use it a lot. And I was using it with juice that I made. And I was like, this just doesn't taste how I think that it should taste. And so I had the same exact build, and I put one build in the Pulse. I put one build in the fucking Rabbit, wicked it with the same juice, same exact build, same wattage, and vape them both. And it was just, the Rabbit has something where it will like single out certain flavors and highlight those flavors and then kind of mute other flavors, which maybe it's because of the airflow.
That could actually be a good thing too, but also a bad thing.
Depending on the juice, yes.
So it's kind of one of those ones that you should have in case you get a really bad funky juice that you don't like in one device. You could put it in the Rabbit and see if it'll pull the good, maybe the better notes.
I'm with you. I'm not, I backed off on my hatred of the Rabbit 100%, but
it's a hate-love relationship. You love to hate it, but you hate to love it.
Yes. And TC made a good point here. He said, well, first off, he said he agrees with me, which is always a good point. He said, I agree with Travis. The airflow sucks on the Dead Rabbit, but the drop may be a little overhyped, but it's still great. I agree with that. It's definitely not the best atomizer ever fucking made, but is it better than is it better than the Rabbit? Yes, in my opinion. Just because it has better airflow with the same deck. I mean, I don't know. It's a good fucking RDA, and it's cheap. It's like $35, so it can't be. I don't know. And I like fucking Vapor Chronicles guy, whatever his name is. I think he's a nice guy.
Question: can you interchange the caps?
With what?
Iron?
With a drop and a Rabbit?
No. Because the drop has these little notches you have to line up.
Okay. Well, the only question I was is because with a barrel, the barrel can change everything about a device. It doesn't matter what's underneath.
Totally
Change it. So it has, I don't have the drop, so it's kind of like, does it actually, it does a different airflow, just like Vaporgate. He sat there and brought a whole bunch of different airflow designs to the exact same deck. And it brought different flavors on every single one. That's why you always release like 3 different barrels, with each one. And they're always compatible with each other, which was really cool too.
Yes, the guy from Vapor Chronicles, his name is Brian.
Yeah.
He's very nice.
Brian's
hello, Pudding Pounder.
I know, I told him, because he commented, I posted a picture of the drop, and he commented and said, like, oh, I'm glad you like it. And I said, well, between the drop and the fucking Elite line, his street cred went through the roof this year for me. So he's a good guy. Okay. Okay. So who's next? Lifa, what have you been vaping this week?
Well, I'll show you what I modified today or yesterday.
Okay.
I modified my Pulse, painted it purple.
Nice.
Still needs clear coat. We'll get to that. I got the 1111 with the drop with the big ass drip tip.
Fuck you.
And I got this triple X with the Dead Rabbit. So, for e-liquid, always lemon ecstasy. We got that. And we got some simple apple roll. And another e-liquid we got for the big hype one later. So.
Okay. Gizzard, what have you been vaping this week, my brother?
I've been vaping the Pulse. And on top, the Dot Mod RDO.
Nice. That's a good combo. I like that combo.
It's a very good combo. And inside, I've been vaping Brickwell's Southern Crow. Kind of a tobacco vape. It's very, very mild, though. Can't really taste the tobacco in it, but it's
my favorite kind of tobacco vapes.
Yep, a little bit savory. You'd probably like it. Not a lot of sweeteners in it. Just doesn't turn the cotton funky or anything. You can vape on the same cotton for a week. Good stuff. Pure Peach. Been vaping that, and in honor of Yeti's uncle. And I've been vaping that in, of all things, a 24 millimeter goon.
Excellent.
Which I broke back out because it actually has incredible flavor, and Yeti Especials in there. And
excellent.
Then also the purple Adore version of the Minikin V2. And I would have to say,
Asmodeus.
I would have to say this is probably my number one pick of 2017 and regulated mod.
Dominican.
Yep.
It's just dope. Yeah.
Solid, good battery life. I guess my only complaint on it is it's a little bit weird as far as getting the wattage adjustment, but I rarely adjust it once I get it set.
Once you get it to where you want it, yeah.
But it's it's a touch screen thing, and sometimes I have a hard time getting it into wattage mode.
Oh yeah. Ugh.
Other than that, it's good. And then of course, vaping on this one.
This one, man, I still haven't tried that shit. I'm gonna keep saying it until homeboy just fucking sends me some fucking juice.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yummy.
Church, what's going on, Church? We got Alan Gorby, we got Church. Hello, thanks for joining the party. Everybody hit the thumbs up. Last video that we did, normally we get like tons of thumbs up. Last video maybe it was just a shitty video, but the last live stream had like 15 thumbs up. That's not acceptable. What are we even doing this for? Unless you guys are gonna fucking thumb it up. Come on, thumb them shits.
Go that extra mile. Get your thumb out of your ass.
Literally, it's a click. Just click it. Give me some goddamn positive feedback, people. Yeah, Rosa, I'm sorry. I hope your babies feel better. 102 fevers. It's nothing to fuck with.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go next. I have been vaping a variety of things. I went to the vape shop and bought. Panda had never tried. What the fuck is it called? Holy shit! Pop D's by Steep Vapors.
Steep Vapes.
Steep Pop D's. It's the original what the fuck is it called?
Cracker Jack
vape, e-liquid. And this shit tastes. It really is dead fucking spot on Cracker Jacks. It's a good liquid. And so we went there, bought her a bottle of that, and then the people there were talking about how they were vaping some liquid they hated. And they're like, yeah, it tastes like fucking burnt and all this shit. And I'm like, well, what are you guys vaping? And they're like, Comb the Desert by the Schwartz. And I'm like, oh, I love that shit. And so they're like, well, you can have it. So they gave me this bottle of Schwartz Comb the Desert. So I've been vaping that, which I do love. I love the Schwartz liquids. I've been vaping. I'm almost out of it. I've been vaping. So Comb the Desert is in my clone Battle Master with my M. Turk. I've been vaping this Casa Daga cannoli bean nuts, which is pistachio cannoli. This is the real deal. It is fucking next level shit. I got that on.
Fuck around with that one.
No, it is fucking next level. It really is. Next level nuts. I got it on the Noisy Cricket with this clone mod or clone RDA that I got from fucking 3F. It's got a plastic top cap. I hope it's Delrin. I forget what it's called though. It's called like the 25
Man,
something.
you got like the $3 mod set up an ad.
I do. I'm fucking rocking all the cheap shit this week.
Tell me you're rocking trust fires in there too. That would be perfect.
Oh no, I'm rocking VTC. Well, I'm not even rocking really cheap batteries. I got a bunch of VTC 4s.
Okay.
From they were like $3 a piece. Yeah.
Nice.
I got them from not iLoom, but the other place. I'm so bad. IMR. Yeah.
IMR.
They had a big sale, so I bought a ton of them.
Did
so.
you get a free backpack too?
No.
Oh man, they had a code. You could have got a free backpack. They're so sweet.
God, I'm so fucking pissed right now. So fucking pissed.
I go backpacking with mine.
I bet. No, I would too. I'm rocking a boosted breakfast. No, actually, this is just an empty bottle. I put my white girl in here. Been my white girl in my Rig V3 with the drop. So something crazy happened. I got Panda. She already knows, so I'm not like spoiling anything. I got Panda for Christmas. She's been wanting a parallel, not a parallel. She's been wanting a mech squonk box. And I was gonna get her the Pulse, but she didn't like the button on the Pulse. And so I was looking around for other ones, and Rig has one out right now, and it's not fully mechanical. It has a piece of fucking wire inside that goes from the switch to the RDA, which is a little unfortunate. But I bought her one of those, and even though I hate the V3, I hate this fucking mod. But I've been using it a lot, so I bought her the fucking squonk. Homeboy calls me, and because I ordered some juice too to go with the squonk, and they were selling 60 ml bottles of their own brand for $7 for 60 mils.
The oil.
And what's that?
The oil.
The oil. They were selling the oil for $7. So I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna buy a couple bottles of that instead of a cereal one. She's crazy about cereal. And so homeboy calls me and he goes, we've been advised by our lawyers we can't sell people in California e-liquid anymore. That's the first I've heard that. Okay. I buy e-liquid online all the time.
You should have just said, send me 0.
They are based in California. They're a California company.
Wow.
That's so stupid.
So he calls me, right? And he's like, so he goes, I can throw in, like, he goes, I can either refund the $7 or I can throw in a couple of silver springs. He goes, do you have any rig mods? And I'm like, I do, because you can look right in my history and see I bought mods from you guys. And so I'm like, yeah, send a couple silver springs. That's fine. Then he calls me again and he goes, I don't have rose gold squonk boxes made. But he goes, but I'll fucking give you like my personal red one, which they've been out of stock on forever. And I'm like, I don't want your red one. Just give me a purple one. So that was all taken care of. So Panda, while we're looking at the site, right, to look at like the colors of the mods, we noticed that the V2 rigs were on sale for $45. All of them, dragon scales, all of them were all on sale for $45. So we order one. She orders me one for Christmas. Later we look and it says these do not come with hybrid discs. Now, if you don't know about the V2 is basically a worthless tube unless you have a hybrid disc, because that's the actual top cap, or you have a fucking the RDA that goes with it, and a roughneck, and the roughnecks are $90 for a basic roughneck, $90. And so so we contact them and we're like, look, man, I can't afford to buy, because she bought it for me for Christmas. She said, I can't afford to buy a fucking $90 roughneck. Without the hybrid disc, I just don't want it. And so homeboy did the right thing. And he said, I will find you guys a fucking hybrid disc. Because I kind of also said, I'm Travis from OverDose Vapes, and I would hate to make a video about this. And so he did the right thing and went and found me a fucking hybrid disc. Don't think that's going to be everyone's experience. So just, if you know, I mean, now you know, don't go to fucking there, see the sale, and be like tempted unless you already have a V2 and you have a hybrid disc, or you fucking have a roughneck. Or I've also heard that if you go to Fast Tech, you can buy the clones and the hybrid discs will work from the clones. I don't know if that's true, but I've heard that. So go ahead, Yeti.
Well, also another bit of awesome bad news is that 24 millimeters will not fit on that. The only way you can run a 24 millimeter is if you have a vulcanizer or one of those those fin things, the 510.
Yeah, the things that fucking.
You got to have a 22 millimeter version of those to put the 24 on top of that because the battery sets so far down in it. Unless that's the only way you can run a 24 on it.
The majority of RDAs that I like are 22 millimeter, so I should be okay. I should be golden. Yeah. And but yeah, so I mean, I just want people to know because they do put it on the site, but it's not real well displayed. And honestly, they should be having, like, when you check out, they should be fucking asking you. They should be asking you several times during the checkout process. Do you understand what this means, that this does not come with a fucking hybrid disc? Yeah, do you understand that this means you cannot use this mod? Because I think a lot of people are going to buy these things for Christmas presents, and they're going to be like, what the fuck do I got here? It's a worthless tube.
I got mine on Valentine's Day. They're running basically the same special on Valentine's Day. And I got a copper V2. And when I checked out, I had already paid. That is when I realized that it didn't come with the disc.
Yep.
I was like, motherfucker.
That's what happened. That's what happened to us. We'd already paid. Yeah.
But I also thought that once you had the disc, it would fit like any other, would fit. I didn't know that it was so fucking far down in there. Yep. I didn't know that you had to know all kinds of tricks just to get it to run a 24 millimeter RDA. So needless to say, I don't own that pile of shit anymore.
Yeah.
It is a good mod, but that pissed me off so much that it made me hate the mod.
No. Yeah. At the same time, though, to jump in a little retrospect to the situation, 130, so 40 to 45 for the mod tube, and then 90 for the atomizer.
It's still cheaper.
135 for a combo mod. And
I agree.
Atomizer isn't a bad deal if you got the 135 to drop.
It's not, and it's just that 130 is still cheap. If you're buying, depending on what you're buying, if you're buying like a Dragon Scale V2, that mod alone was like $170 just for the tube with no atomizer. Right. So you're still getting a good deal, and I do plan on buying a Roughneck to make it a matching set eventually. But that's not what we wanted for this. We just wanted another present. She already bought me. I have a new monitor. You guys can't see, obviously, but I have a brand new fucking Samsung curved monitor. And so that was my main present. This was just kind of like hey, let's throw a mod in there with it. And
stocking stuffer.
A stocking stuffer, yeah. And so it was just a little disappointing. And but luckily, I talked to a guy over at Vape Amp. His name was George. He called me several times. Did the right thing. Looked through the warehouse, and I think what eventually happened is he just gave me one of his hybrid discs. So. Yeah. I mean, the guy did what was right by me, because I did say, man, like I bought a V3 from you guys. I bought an M. Turk from you guys. I fucking just bought Panda, the fucking Squawk box from you guys. Like, I'm obviously a good customer. Do what's right. Make me fucking happy. Don't make me cancel this fucking order, because that's not what I wanted. I didn't want to cancel the order. So, okay. So also I've been vaping out of nowhere. I've been vaping fucking Looper from Animal. And it only tastes mildly like dish soap to me right now. So I've been vaping that in my fucking also clone, Elite by MCV Philippines. Obviously, this is just a 3F vape clone. And now I'm vaping some of the one because Panda left it out here unattended. And I'm vaping some of it. So
nice.
That's what I'm vaping.
Nice.
Hessian? Paul Hessian?
As per usual, the slew of Adore e-liquids all week long. Sinful Apple Roll. Got in some peach colada. I haven't had this since Juicy sent me that win from a while back from his Instagram giveaway. So fell back in love with peach colada again. Some Addie's yogurt right here. Boom. Mixed up my own concentrates. In all honesty, I'm fucking loving the DIY deal and how much it's costing me, So yeah. I think a lot of the Adore that I'm going to be buying, and anybody that offers concentrates, like our good friend Rich over at West End, I will be concentrating for quite some time.
Concentrating.
Yeah.
Concentrate on that shit. Also, hey, just so people also know, to go into just to bust in real quick. West End Liquids will be offering pre-made liquids as well very soon.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're coming back January 3rd.
Yeah.
So Pure Peach ripped through that fucking bottle. So of course I had to buy a second one. Also been rocking a lot of Dis One funnel cake and regular old Dis One as well. And the usual Vape Girl Vixens, very obsessed.
That's the good shit.
It's almost gone. I had this bottle. I cracked it open at the beginning of the week. Yeah.
She goes fast.
It does go fast. And mods, I will save until the mods and addies. I'll save until we talk about the hype 2017.
Okay.
So, because I have a slew of stuff that's new to me that have knocked everything off of the list for the year.
Okay.
So and finally, if people that haven't caught me on, Project Fog and Fresh 03 last week, I did finally get my Comp Life mod in.
Dope. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. I'm just not a fan of the drip tip that came with the battle cap.
I hate the battle cap fucking
neural
tips.
copper.
I love those.
I don't like that.
I just the mouthfeel of the
gunk, the lip gunk that gets in the
that's what it is. It's that knurled feeling against the lip.
We got really.
I
Yeah,
love
he's
them.
like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "There's no lip gunk because I'm just putting it on my mustache."
Right.
All the lip gum gets caught in this little strainer right there.
I fucking love those tips.
I hate all the Battle Master tips, man.
I love the fucking tip itself. This thing's fucking amazingly well machined, but it's the feel against the against the
lips, guys. It's all.
I can't do it.
Off the lips.
I like my brass one. It's nice.
The one I got with my battle deck was like it had these little indents on the side. It's hard to explain. It was
nipples.
Yeah, little nipples. I wasn't crazy about it.
But
that's like inverted nipples.
Cut out of it.
Yeah,
that's the full setup right there. It's a chameleon.
That's gorgeous, man.
Mod. It's great. I love it.
I love those switches. Those are my favorite switches that they did.
Yeah, the new saw blade switch.
Yep, love that.
It's the upgraded body to the switch as well. So
that's my favorite ones. That's my favorite ones for sure.
So big ups on Adam. And then for coils, I've been vaping the shit out of fucking Yeti wire. Some of those big boy comp wire coils.
Yeah, I gotta give me some of those when it orders some.
And of course his stainless steel fused. Big shout out to Yeti on that one, man. Fucking these coils are amaze balls, bro.
I didn't even fucking know we were doing coils because I also have been rocking some pre-made coils, which I never do. But Mr. Miles, who's in the chat right now, sent me some coils out, and I've been rocking those pretty exclusively. So big ups to that as well.
Yeah, Miles does good work, man.
He does good work.
I got some of his coils. I think I still have one more set of his.
Did a lot of stainless steel. He even did them special for me because I like mine real low, and 4 wraps. Yeti knows what's up. So he did a good job. He shrunk the idea of them down and shit for me. I like mine real fucking small, no 3 mils for me. I like mine 2.2 millimeter. He did everything perfect for me, man. He did a real good job. And so I really recommend people go check him out. I'm going to do a video just kind of I have a plan. I've been planning for a while to do a series of videos based around all of the people that I know that do coils. There's quite a few of the people that, watch the show, like Yeti, like Miles, just different people. You guys know all the usual suspects. I want to kind of just do a retrospective of what's available to us just in our little community of people. Because we got some really talented fucking people. So, all right. Last but definitely not least, Yeti's motherfucking uncle.
I know what he's been vaping.
Hey, he might be vaping Strawberry Submission. You never know.
I have been vaping a lot of that, but tonight I'm vaping chain oil.
Damn! Fucked everybody up on that one.
Yeah, chain oil in my TBL Colt 45, in the Iron. What is that thing? Ironsmith. Yeah, that's right, the Ironsmith. fucking a blast from the past, some DIY, some of my liquid. I found this. I forgot that I was hooked on this shit for a solid year. I didn't vape anything else, just this and a door for a solid year. And I found it. So I was like, oh, let's see what, because it's been over a year since I vaped it. So I broke down and made a 120 of it this morning. It's that good. It's pretty good shit. It's on the LR if anybody cares. I'm sure nobody will like it because the percentages are really high. It's an old recipe. It's from when I first started doing DIY.
9% sweetener.
No, there's no sweetener in it.
40% flavoring.
It's 19. Yeah, I need to rework it. Probably need to cut everything in half, I'm sure.
Mine's fucking 23, so
wow.
And I fucking love it. So
yeah, it's good. It's a real stout flavor. But that's about it. That's just the two I brought out here. I've got 11 more in there that I'm running. So
we know you do. We know you do. We know how you do.
What really sucks is we're going to be moving at the first of the year, and I'm cool with moving. Everything else getting moved, but what's going to suck is packing mods.
Yeah,
that's going to and I feel sorry for whoever has to lift that box or boxes.
Yo.
Because it's solid copper and solid brass.
Do you have any of the cases for the mods that are worth the fuck?
I've got all the cases they came in.
Okay, because I can send you a link too. When me and Panda were on the road, we saw at the truck stop, they have little mini Samsonite briefcases, but they're made for mech mods. They got the cutouts and the foam and everything. And so we were talking about them on Mon and Panda's show, and somebody sent me a link to the actual site that sells those things. Yeah. So and they're cheap. They're cheap as fuck. They're like $10.
Yeah, they're cheaper than the Pelican cases, but they the exact same idea.
Yep, and they're very nice. I'll send you the link. Yep, definitely. Drop the link, son. I have to look there for it, but oh yeah. Speaking of Money Panda show, it was supposed to be uploaded on Saturday. This show ran a little long, so we did a very similar thing that we're doing tonight. We did like our top 3 juices and all that shit, and it just kind of got a little bit longer than what we were planning, and so I'm still editing that video, and so that video will be going up hopefully tonight, at the latest tomorrow. But okay, but strawberry submission, baby. Submit to that strawberry. Okay, so let's talk about some shit. Let's talk about some best of the year, most overhyped of the year. Everybody just jump in. Let's not do it in any order. Let's just fucking have some chaos.
So fuck you and your anti.
I knew that was coming.
Oh yeah. I'm putting this right down, man. Dead Rabbit, buildability wise, flavor wise, for me, with everything that I do vape, it has definitely made my top 3 of the year.
Okay.
100% hands down has made my top 3 Addies of the year. The next one would be the Druga, just because of
Druga's dope.
The fact that it's squonked. I have 2 separate ones is strictly for squonking, and then the other one is strictly for my regulated mods. I love that thing for series builds just because it has that wide deck and it's 2 posts. That's it. You can't fuck around with
Druga's dope, especially for the price. I think that everybody should pick up a Druga. I think it's a great RDA.
Definitely. Yep. And the one RDA that came out of the fucking blue, I have to say thank you to Stan at Tenacious TX Vapes and Yeti's uncle for putting me on this. The Lucid RDA, man. This fucking thing for vertical coils. I never liked vertical coils.
I love vertical coils.
The fact that the build deck is vertical and you can swap around the posts the way that you want it to. The airflow is adjustable at the bottom right here. There's a little slit. And right here. It's fully adjustable all the way around.
Love it.
Absolutely amazing. Best flavor. Amazing cloud production with it wide open. Wide open. I could cloud chase with this. I would comp with it. Hands down. Vertical coils, so much flavor. Easy.
Vertical coils are the flavor fucking machines, dude. I've always thought that shit, dude.
It's mad easy to build on. amazing flavor, and the vapor production is bar none. You know, I would cloud comp with this right next to a fucking a goon.
Yeah.
You know, no problem. And my goon is my go-to comp fucking RDA.
Yeah.
You know, hands down. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it.
No doubt.
And I'll just touch base real quick on mods because you guys know I don't do regulated devices often.
There you go.
So my mechs are the 1111 has taken third place.
It's a good mod.
My Triple X,
Also a good mod.
place, definitely second place. And the Dreamer from Mech.
I gotta give me one of those.
Again, won first place. This
Gotta
setup
give me one
right
of
here
those.
is Lucid and the Dreamer. Put these two together, man, and I have not put this down since the day that I fucking got it.
Lucid Dreams.
Exactly. And for regulated devices, I don't fuck with wattage or anything. I'm a PWM kind of guy. I like
Give me them volts, baby.
give me just straight voltage, give me straight easy adjustment.
Yep.
I know what I'm building. I can adjust to taste.
Yep.
Again, you guys know how much I love my Tesla Invader 3. I have not put down the Hot Sig R233 since I got it.
So
Absolutely my favorite PWM of 2017.
it's so funny because I remember we talked about this before, but I remember when fucking pulse width modulation was like a bad word. People fucking did not want PWM mods. It's so funny how things have kind of gone full circle with that shit.
Well, again, once I picked this up 2 years ago, I did not put it down for 2 fucking years.
Yeah, definitely.
It's beat the fuck out of.
It's a killer mod. I feel anything by Tesla, Matt. I'm a big fan of Tesla.
No, this
really
thing's still going. I've had to fix it a couple of times, but again, I still haven't been able to put this thing down for 2 years.
Yeah.
But comparable to the voltage and to the build quality is definitely the Hot Sig R233.
Yeah.
This it's not going to replace this by any means. This is still my go-to. But to have a beater PWM that I don't mind the plastic doors, but the aluminum body construction, all day.
Yeah. All
day, man. And then other than that, I've got my mouth to lung devices, which have been fantastic.
This year's been the year of the return of the mouth to lung. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, the Aspire Nautilus V2 has been my go-to MTL tank. And then the Taro Nano, just for a quick little stealthy. And then what really surprised me was the Mi Pod, which is the pod version of the Mi 1.
Mm-hmm.
Those two from mouth to lung, hands down.
You know what? My only argument with you on the Rabbit is the flavor. I'm just not a big fan of the flavor, but the build deck on the Rabbit, there's no denying the fact that the build deck on the Rabbit is amazing. And you know what? And without the Rabbit, we wouldn't have what turned out to be one of my favorite RDAs of the year, which is the Drop. I think the Rabbit really opened a lot of ideas in other people's minds of like, now that's where we should be heading with build decks. You know what I mean? It changed the way people looked at build decks, which I love, and I'll give it a lot of credit for that. And I think for that reason, I have to also agree that the Rabbit is one of the, like Time does People of the Year, and sometimes it's like Hitler, because it's not like the best person of the year, just the most influential people of the year. You know what I mean? And I think that if there was like a Time Magazine Vape of the Year, I think that the Rabbit would definitely be on there because it changed a lot of things. I think it changed the way that, like I said, people look at build decks, and I think it's an important device for the price.
I agree with you on that aspect because the way that the build deck is different than anything else that has come out in the past. But much like Nikki said earlier, the airflow similar to the support without supporting, the support. I'd rather support Heathen than support the support.
Support was
I do get you know, with the set of fused Claptons from my boy from K Raps, I get a fucking sick flavorful vape out of it. I have no issues.
You gotta realize the support was inventive, but also you gotta realize it was also very affordable. Just
Right.
like Rabbit came out, it's very affordable, and also a little bit more inventive, because some of the fact we were so used to seeing a velocity deck after a velocity deck, and then all of a sudden then it went to single coil. You know, we're kind of like going back and forth. You know how mech mods kind of go out of style, and then they come back in style, and then they also regulated come back to style. The PWMs, you know, it's just like, you know, your clothing, you know, it goes in and out of style. You know, keep it in your closet, it'll come back in style right in a few years, or your kids will be able to wear it.
And then
But,
I'll touch base on e-liquids of the year later on when we get into e-liquids of the year.
Okay, we're gonna try to fucking keep it to like one e-liquid of the year that we think is possible, that we think is really important. All right, it doesn't have to be the best, just something that's important. Because we're running low on time here. I want to wrap shit up. Okay, for me, I think that my favorite mod of the year was probably for the price. Well, first off, I think that this year was the year of clutch switches. Obviously, we've seen a lot of clutch switches for mech mods. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. Clutch switches is like, it's just what most mech mods should be coming with nowadays, if not all of them. So my favorite mod this year has been the the Sub-Zero X by sub-ohm Innovations. I like it because it has interchangeable sleeves. I like it because it hits hard like a motherfucker. It's got a great switch. It's fucking hybrid. It's just a great mod. I think it's a little bit overpriced. I think because at $130, I think for the mod alone, I think is a little bit much. But it also direct hybrids with the sub-ohm Innovations RDA. I forget the name of it, but it's well, that's the mod. The RDA is that also the sub? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sub-Zero X RDA.
Okay, so so I mean, I like that they're directly hybrids and shit, but I think it's a little bit overpriced, especially if you're going to buy the combo. You're paying quite a bit of money. But it's definitely my favorite mod. It's the mod that I used the most this year. I think if you're talking about things that have been overhyped, I think there's been a lot of overhyped shit. I think that all the stuff coming from YouTubers like from Heathen and like from the Vapor Chronicles and like from like talking like the Pulse, talking the Drop, and talking the Dead Rabbit. I think all three of those were good RDAs, right? But I think that all three of them were way overhyped. They all had good price points, which made it good and made it a little easy, you know. But I think they were giving these guys a little bit too much.
Gotta realize the hype came because of some of the fact they made a name for themselves. Their name was already out there.
That's what I'm saying. Is that
the hype was there because, hey, they came out with something. They didn't let you know they had their hands on the invention. You know, the design of it. You know, either whether or not it was just their name slapped on it, they sit there and was able to look at it, say, yeah, I want to put my name on it. So to be that year of the YouTubers releasing something, I think that's what this year became was, hey, we're making sure that it is flavorful for you. But you got to realize each one of those vapors that released something had their own way of vaping, and that's what you got. You got the way Heathen likes to vape. You got the way Brian likes to vape. Mike likes to vape. You know, you have every one of those, and it kind of gives you kind of like a piece of them to whether or not you know it's kind of like, hey, you know, this is what he's tasting if he's vaping that juice. You know, and so it's just one of those things. Taste one of the juices that they reviewed in it.
Yeah.
And you'll sit there and see, well, maybe this is why he put it down or why he gave it a thumbs up is because I didn't taste that because I was vaping on a drop or I was vaping on an icon.
I just think that sometimes we give not these guys particularly, but this goes all the way back to Twisted Mess's RDA. Mm-hmm. I think that when something comes from the community, I think we can a lot of times overlook negatives because we're so excited to have somebody from the community innovating, right? Because the Twisted Messes RDA, when that came out, I mean, everybody was on their knees sucking his dick over that RDA. And looking back on it now, the original Twisted Messes RDA, I am not a fan of that thing. It was not built well. It was not the best RDA for building. It just wasn't that great. It just wasn't that great. And I think that we get into these. I mean, I want to know in like 2 years from now, what are people's opinions of the drop and the fucking the Dead Rabbit? What are people going to be talking about then? Because then I think we're going to be getting a lot more honest opinions about what people think about them. The only one I think is truly innovative is the fucking Pulse, because of both the way that it squonks, that has that totally unique suck back action that it has when it squonks, and the fact that airflow is so fucking unique with those little tubes, man. The little tubes right next to the coils. Just amazing. I think that's one that's going to have, years from now, people are going to still be saying, man, the Pulse is dope. Just like years from now, I mean, like, it's however long the Goon came out, I still want to say the Goon is the best fucking RDA of the year. Because in my opinion, I think the Goon, whether it be the 1.5, which I wasn't a big fan of, or just the original Goon, I think it's still the best RDA in the market. I really do. I really, really do.
Goon food.
And so I think that he gets, one more thing, and then you go. I think that 528 Customs has a lot of street cred now, and people get excited and their shit gets overhyped, but I think it's earned as opposed to just being handed to them like shit, like the Dead Rabbit that just got instant credibility because it was who made it. Whereas with 528 Customs, it's like they came out with the Goon, and it's like, okay, now they get street cred, or they get Vapor street cred because that's a fucking good product. And I'm excited to try what they're going to come out with next. Now, whether that's been disappointing for some people, because I've heard some people were not really super impressed with some of their other products, it is what it is. But I think that they deserve to have a little bit of hype behind them. So I don't know. My opinion, rant over with. My favorite juice though of the year so far. Holy shit. What did I say in my last video? I've already did this. Okay, somebody else go and I'll get my fucking favorite juice.
My favorite mod of the year has to be the 1111 Mac. And especially once the 2650 batteries came out, so you could get rid of the beauty ring, shorten it up a bit. Thing's awesome. Still need a stack section for it. And then I was going to say along the lines why I tried to cut in on you is because I agree that I'm still rocking last year's atomizers because I still love them the most, and because I don't have any of the new ones. So, and you know what? I mean, I guess I really don't care. I'm vaping, right?
Yep, that's it.
And I enjoy what I've been using, and I don't know. You know, sometimes we want to try every new thing that comes out, but if shit's good, it's good.
That's it.
Right.
That's it.
So I still enjoy the 24 Goon as well.
I think a lot of us, get into this when we first start. We buy everything because we're excited about vaping. We want to try everything, but I think we get to a certain point after you've been vaping for years when you find something and you know what you're looking for, and you find that thing. It's like, why would I move on from that? Like what can be better than this? Like when I have a Goon, like if I had the Goon on my fucking Sub-Zero mod, it's like, do I need anything else? I don't. That's the perfect vape for me, So
yeah, and when it comes down to it, this is just simplicity. It's a battery and a tube, and if you have a good atomizer on top, I mean, in my opinion, that's the ultimate vape. Oh, I was going to mention one more thing though. I would say the most innovative thing for me this year that improved my vape was Yeti Especial coils. Because
definitely.
I mean, that having a good build in your RDA is so important. I mean, I think it's more important than the RDA.
Butter to your bread.
Having something good, a good build in your RDA can make the RDA or break the RDA.
That too.
So kudos to my buddy Yeti for hooking me up with his goon food and his Yeti Specials, because I think that probably improved my vape more than any new equipment that I got.
Just the accessibility people have to really, really complex builds, I think makes a huge difference. This year has definitely been the year that everybody got their hands on frame staples or fuse Claptons.
I think it is the year of the build more than the hardware.
Definitely.
I'm going to coin that phrase.
Got it.
It's been the year of the build. You heard it here.
Because a build, it's all build. I mean, honestly, I can use a fucking RDA that's 6 years old, as long as I got a fucking nice set of coils in there and it's in some way to power that fucking build. I'm vaping nice.
Exactly.
That can make or break a vapor keeping, to continue to vaping too.
Absolutely.
Because if you have a flavorless build in there, which basically you could sit there and have the most wonderful e-liquid or juice or whatever you want to call it in there, and you'll be like, I'm getting vape tongue, vapor's tongue, because simple fact that you're not having a flavor build. And
so I'm going to go and say, for people that maybe can't afford to upgrade their equipment constantly or buy the latest and greatest atomizer and things like that, upgrade your coils.
Yep.
Upgrade your e-liquid.
I'm with you.
Those are actually more important than to me. It makes a lot bigger difference in your vape.
Fuck yes, it does.
Over what equipment that you're using. Basically, all of these things do the same thing.
Yep.
It's got a battery, and when you push the button, it heats up the wires.
Yep.
So, if you put better wires and better liquid in your equipment, you're going to have a better vape experience.
And also keeping management of your batteries and stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping freshly stocked batteries and stuff like that in case you're, going into 3 years like me and I'm going, okay, my batteries ain't lasting as long.
Yeah, batteries are important.
Batteries are very important.
That's another thing that just this year we've gotten 2700s.
And 21 700s?
Those haven't been great. But,
keep them.
Yeah. When they come out with a good one, they'll be great.
Yeah.
They just haven't come out with a good one
But
yet.
it's still nice to be able to sit there
and
have something that takes different batteries. Not
multiple cells.
Yeah,
I like this year of multiple cell devices. I love that shit.
But we've also had a jump in technology.
Yep.
We've gotten a little longer lasting cells and a little higher amp ratings. And that makes a difference in how long, your batteries last and how you can treat them.
Okay, so I'm ready to do my juice. Okay, I got 2 juices. I know I said 1, but God damn it, I got to do 2. And they're both from friends of the channel. I think that my favorite juice to vape this year was Blueberry Something by Adore. I think it's one of those liquids from Adore that gets kind of overlooked. Not a lot of people talk about it, but in my opinion, Blueberry Something is the best blueberry dessert style vape on the market. I absolutely love it.
I got a bottle of that steeping right now.
I got a bucket bottle of concentrates. I just got to make it. I've been lazy, but God damn it, I got to do it. I used to love O Muffin by whatever company makes that juice. But then I tell you what, after going from Blueberry Something and then trying O Muffin, it's like, it's not even the same fucking ballpark. Blueberry Something is next level. And so if you haven't had a chance to try it, I know, like I said, a lot of people, it gets kind of overlooked. Give it a chance. Try Blueberry Something. It is fucking delicious. And then my second favorite juice, the juice that really blew me away as far as like, damn, this is a good fucking juice. And I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was VSO Red by Vaping Swag. His strawberry flavorings that he makes himself from fucking strawberries that he grows himself, that level of imagination and that level of like just commitment to making a quality product. I think that shit is what we need more of in the vape industry. And so I have to give him a lot of credit for that. And that fucking juice was next level. and it is next level. And so love that shit. And you know what? I'm looking at my fucking review list here of the juices that I reviewed this year, and I tell you, there was a lot of really good liquids, but those are the two that really stand out as being ones that I want to vape more of.
Those are both really good picks. I would have to agree.
Yeah, I love those liquids. So, yeah. Okay. Who's next? Anybody else got something?
My liquid of the year, lemon ecstasy.
It's another good
Hands down. All day, every day. Always have it in something. I gotta say for RDA of the year is the Aura. For the versatility, you can swap out the pen even when your build's in there from Squonk to the regular RDA mode. It's great on both sides. You can tailor your airflow to whatever you want. As for MechMod, the 1111, have to go with that as well. Yeah, that's why I've been vaping on it for like the last three months. Is these devices and this squonker with the Aura on top. It's almost it's a good standstill because my money's not flying out of my pocket, but it's a bad thing because I'm not seeing anything else that I can guarantee is going to be better than these setups.
Yep. That's it.
Just upgrade your wire.
Oh, I do. I got some of this awesome big boy comp wire here.
Yeah.
And I got some Yeti wire, and I think I even still got some miles of wire coils around here.
Kenny B.
I don't have any Kenny B's.
Yeah, I gotta get some Kenny B's too, man. Fuck.
Lots of good builders.
You got so many great builders. I can't wait to fucking highlight everybody.
I do have to shout out a good builder who builds for e-cig barn. My good homie. He makes some dope ass fucking coils.
Ooh.
And they are available on their site. And you know, he's definitely overlooked. His Instagram is Ohms Raw. And he's definitely one of the sickest local builders and a very humble dude. And he actually does a lot more for the vaping community than I have ever seen. You know, but he flies under the radar. Absolutely flies under the radar. So if you guys go on Instagram and check out Ohms Raw, be greatly appreciated. He's one of, like I said, one of the dopest builders that I've seen in a while.
Beauty in the Vape. Hello. I did see you. I just didn't want to interrupt anybody, but hello. Okay. Who's next? Who are we not done yet?
Well,
Nikki.
Juice. When it comes down to e-liquid and stuff like that, I love that Sinful Apple Roll is back. It's like my all day vape. I am still a Loaded fan. You know what I'm saying? The glaze donut. Yeah. But that one.
Loaded's fucking bomb. That shit is real.
Hey, that one, Coil Vapes. I am a true tobacco lover, and when I'm stressed and I need, to not go back to the stinkies, that one is the one I go to. So, and there are so many out there that are so great and everything that I hate to sit there and just keep it at that. Mayhem is like right on my list. There's also West End. I do like the one that I got. The other one that I got. The other one is a strawberry, and I'm not into strawberries as much as I used to be in the very beginning. But I did like the shark nose. Shark nose. Yeah, that one I did like.
I thought Ape Hangers was the strawberry one.
Yeah, I like the shark nose, but the Ape Hangers I didn't like as well.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, I had to put a couple people out there, that, hey, if I only had a few to vape all the time, those would be the ones.
Yeah.
But I mean, I couldn't sit there and pick every single one of the, Dons, but my one true love that I tested in everything was Sinful Aperol, and to sit there and have it go away and then come back is one of the things that I'm truly grateful for.
Yeah, I don't want to forget Clean as Fuck Coils. We've been talking about everybody, but Freddie is fucking. I don't want to down talk anybody else that does coils that I know, but it's like everybody's good, but Freddie's like, he's just next level. He really is. He's goddamn.
He's got the alien game down.
He does. He understands coils, I think, a little bit differently than the rest of us do. Even people like Yeti, and even people like Miles, and even people like fucking just the rest of them. You know what I mean? I think that Clean just has this different understanding of building. And man, that motherfucker is just so good. He's just so fucking good. I got a lot of love for him, man.
He had a pretty good coach.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I really think, though, Freddie, the reason why Freddie does bump to next level, though, is every coil that he builds, even one individual coil, that's the coil that he's focusing on.
Yep.
He's not focusing on the mass production of things. He's focusing on that one fucking coil and how the art of that coil will vape and how it will look once it's a final product, you know? So he really puts in a lot of time and care into his building, even though he could zip off probably fucking, 13 strands of fucking aliens with his eyes closed.
Yeah.
But he's got the process down to a fucking T.
And okay, so this is, and I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. Okay. To me, Yeti's always going to be the best coil builder I know. Okay. And that's just because Yeti is, I think, has so much imagination when it comes to coils, and he just can produce fucking coils. Okay. So nobody get crazy in chat. Yeti's still my fucking favorite, not to mention he's one of my favorite people on earth. Okay. But I just wanted to also give a little bit of love to some of these other guys out here too. And so somebody who does not take part in our show, but who I follow on Instagram, who I think is really good, is C4 Endgame. So you guys don't know C4, that kid can fucking build coils too. Yep. So, coils, man. Makes me wish I fucking had more time to fucking build coils, but yeah. Okay, so I think that we're just about done. We definitely went past an hour. Yeah, about an hour and a half. Fuck, that's the way it does it. That's the way it does it. But all right.
Hello.
Mokhtar. Yeah, Yeti.
Oh, Yeti. No, my bad. Go.
My shit.
You do. I thought you went. My bad. Go for it, kiddo.
No. I'll make it quick, man.
No, take your time. Please.
This would have been the #1 mod of the year, except for a very, very late entry. The 1111 by Vapors Clouds, a badass mod. I love them. I hate to say it, but Stan did a fucking badass job on this mod. The Dreamer is going to have to edge out the 1111 for the best mod of 2017. I truly believe this.
I gotta pick one up for the price too.
It's the dopest mod that I've ever had in my hand.
I would disagree because I don't have one.
As soon as they do the stack section, I'll be sold forever.
Yep.
Best RDA, Goon 1.5, because it came out this year. The Goon 1 came out the year before. Another badass one is the Apex by Times Vape. Another favorite of mine is the Elite V2, the 28.5. And an absolute tanker. I'm going to get beat up in the chat on this one. This sucked bigger balls than the first one did. The Rebel, the Recoil Rebel, or whatever the fuck. Green's
not a fan. Not a fan of either one of those.
A pile of shit.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
And liquids are the same. They've been the same for the past 4 years. Adore all the way. Adore, West End, and Swag, and Omegeddon, and Coil Vapes. That's about all I vape. So I don't change much.
Okay, well, and those are the other ones you sent me too that I just started doing reviews on is the Simply E Fruits.
Yeah.
And Homeboy, who makes Simply E Fruit, also makes an emergency vape stash, and those motherfuckers make. Okay, and he makes the best vanilla custard I've ever had in my life, which is fucking emergency vape stashes vanilla custard. I think is absolutely the best.
Wait till you get this one, bro.
Well, hey, until I have it, I can't say. That's going by experience here.
Trev, if Dean doesn't send you a bottle, I've got an extra bottle that I will send you.
I think as far as innovations of this year, which is, I think, one of the, I don't know. Anyways, Big Boy Comp Wire, that did a huge thing for me. It changed my entire vaping style. As soon as Big Boy Comp Wire came into my life, that's all I vape now in my personal builds is Big Boy Comp Wire. And the 2700 batteries, the iJoys, the Amp King, the Purple E-Fest, all of those are iJoys, just so you know.
Yep.
Re-wraps.
Yeah, they're just re-wraps of the iJoy. And those are my innovations of the year.
Okay, before we sign off, I have just a few coils I want to show everybody. I have some coils from Yeti. I have some coils from our boy Juan Castillo. And so we'll just show those real quick. Show them real quick. Let me just get everything going here.
Juan's another unsung hero of the coil porn industry.
If you want to talk about whose game has improved the most this year as far as coil building, it's got to be Juan. 100%.
Juan and West End.
If you want to talk about who's fucking improved the quickest, it's definitely West End. But if you want to talk about, in my opinion, who has come the farthest, I think that it begins and ends with fucking Juan. I think that kid has fucking just.
Well, you want to see a secret, or you want to hear a secret? At the first of the year, you're going to be seeing a lot more from both of those guys.
Good.
Hashtag Build Brothers.
That's a smart fucking idea. Congregating all.
We're going to be.
Enough said.
We're going live around the first of the year.
Man, to get them all in one place, just makes sense. Just makes fucking sense. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Show some coils real quick. All right. Now, if people didn't see last week, I got to show this real quick. I cannot get enough of that. I think it's fucking hilarious. Happy Halloween. Okay, now here we go. We'll start with Yeti. Can I get rid of this fucking box? This box out of my goddamn way. All right, start with Yeti.
You gotta forgive me on the pictures. I snapped them in a hurry. I had literally just finished building it, so it's just a variant of a Staggerton with square wire for the frames.
Oh, it's dope.
Or for the stagger frames.
How many pieces in the middle?
Fuck, I don't know. The only ones I counted were the frames. There's three pieces of 0.3 square wire in the frames.
God damn.
Dope. So dope.
I would vape that.
Oh shit. Here's a better picture up close of the actual wrap. 1, 2, 3. I can't count them.
With
10 probably.
Look at that fucking big skip. Great shot.
Right there.
That's not a skip, it's a bend.
It's a bend.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Leave it there, I'll count them.
It looks like 10.
7, 8,
3,
12.
6, 12. Yeah.
12 in the middle.
Fuck that shit. That's so hard to fucking do that shit. Ugh.
Okay.
All right, and this is installed with some fucking a little bit of fucking cotton there.
It's not installed.
Oh, it's just sitting on top. Oh shit, you tricked me.
Laying there.
Just laying there.
That's a hell of a psych out, though.
It was. I'm looking at it like, where the fucking the cotton's dirty, but it's not even in there yet. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, that's just bizarre.
That's a weird way to have your cotton fucking wick there, but. Okay, now we'll do some from my boy Juan Castillo. I think this is his. Yeah. Man, his picture game is on fucking point. Look at that shit, man.
Hell yeah. I can't wait for my shit to get here.
Did you get a camera?
Yeah, a lot of shit's going to be improving.
Excellent.
A lot of shit.
This is, you know what? I wish more people would also send pictures of sticks. I'm huge in sticks, man. Like, you know what? Also, this is just my opinion. You know, people can do it with it whatever they want. But I would prefer, and I would actually buy more if I could just buy sticks as opposed to pre-wrapped coils. Because I know what I want, I know what diameter I want, and I know how many wraps I want. So if somebody would just sell me sticks of wire, I would be so much more inclined to buy that shit. Hint, hint on everybody. Like, I would rather buy that fucking stick right there than to buy a set of coils made out of that stick. That's just my opinion. It's a beautiful fucking picture, though. All right. Oh, yeah. And then, Gizzard, since you're here tonight, check that shit out. Hold on. It's a fucking spork utility fucking, like, safety survival fucking tool. And I did actually buy that. And I'm going to actually send it to Giz. It's not going to make it to you by Christmas, but I did buy it for you.
Oh, so. Thanks. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I thought so. It's got a little carabiner on it, so you can hook it to your little backpack when you're out fucking mountaineering.
Oh yeah, you can. It's got a bottle opener.
It does.
See the bottle opener? That's perfect.
God damn it!
Yeah. What?
Oh yeah, baby.
Tucker's being a bad dog.
Bad boy, Tucker.
Yeah.
Did that help?
I got to mute because I got to yell at him.
All right, mute, and then yell, but don't mute your video because I want to watch you do it. Ah! Give it to him. All right. Anyways, so that's it for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I want to thank the panel so much. We have Vaping with Nikki B, Life of Vapes, Paul Hessian, Gizzard Stew, and Yeti's uncle. Everybody, let them know where they can find you. Do it all at once. No, I'm just joking. Go ahead, Nikki. YouTube.
Everywhere.
Here's another little thing. If you guys are already on the OverDose Vapes YouTube channel, on the right-hand side, there's a recommended video, the recommended creators tab thing. Every single person on this channel, on this panel right now, is on my recommended channels. You can go straight to Lifa, straight to Gizzard, straight to Yeti, and straight to Vaping with Nikki B. But if you want to get some nice, and Paul as well, if you want to get some nice, beautiful, excellent coils, head on over to www.yetiwire.com and pick up some wonderful fucking artisanal coils.
Because
that's my word.
It's always Black Friday at YetiWire.
I heard that it's always Black Friday. Yeah. Yeah, even on Sunday. It's still Black Friday. All right. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you. It's going to be a couple of weeks, but we will see you at the beginning. We'll see you next year. Normal videos, as always, on my channel. I'm sure that Lifa, you have normal uploads coming?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Nikki? Okay. No?
No.
Nikki, you need to get off your ass and upload.
Yes, I do, but I'm also working on my own little adventure of making some swap barrels.
So why don't you tell people about that shit real quick before we leave.
I started a business called Not Your Average Threads, which I basically make embroidery items from vape towels, hats. Basically, if it's fabric and stuff and you want it embroidered, I can do it. So.
And it doesn't have to be vape related.
No.
Well, I don't want people to think that that's the only thing you're doing.
I've reached a little bit of the gaming industry and also into the vape industry, but it's not just for vaping. You don't have to sit there and have a logo. It's whatever you want to put on it. As long as it's not copyrighted.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get anybody coming after me for copyright.
Excellent. Good for you. And now if we get most vape companies to feel the same way, maybe we'll get somewhere in this fucking industry. Right. Okay. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And we will see you at the beginning next year. And
we made it out in exactly an hour.
Go watch Storytime with Yeti.
1 hour and 34 minutes. Yeah, go over to Yeti's uncle's channel and watch Storytime with Yeti. I'm fixing to do that right now.
Yes, you need to see that.
There's going to be more of them.